So this weekend we have the King Kong Showdown. So King Kong Bundy is the A tier character this month. A lot of people have been requesting him. We do have him this week as an 8 tier character, and King Kong Showdown is the event that we're looking forward to. We are getting some really new and fun stuff. We are getting a brand new skill plate, an ultimate skill plate. Actually, not just one, but several of them. So we'll dive into that and talk about some of the usage and utility that these new plates that a lot of people have been asking for, including myself, because we just haven't had it. So champions, get it while it's hot. Choose from the brand new Ultimate Reinforced Gems skill plate on the prize wall. Chase King Kong Bundy on the leaderboards and earn big rewards throughout the contest. Reinforced gems. So luckily we actually know what the plate does. A lot of times, especially when Bob and I have done our streams, our co-streams, we had a lot of fun doing it, but we really didn't have a lot of resources or understanding of what was coming, and we didn't have gameplay. We couldn't do any of that. But this time, we actually are lucky enough to know what this plate does. And when you make 6+ reinforced gems, increase all of your gem damage by 100% for one turn. So this helps somebody like Michelle McCool, who I love the green moveset. People know that I love that moveset. I don't like multi builds. This is a great plate for her. It is an ultimate plate, so there's a lot of characters you can mix around and play around with to make this, a very valuable plate for you. And you will be seeing a lot of videos coming out on this. This is something we've been asking for a while. New notoriety milestones: earn solo contest points in the showdown notoriety milestones. I think they misspelled that. They did misspell that. Reach higher notoriety ranks for more points and climb up the showdown tournament leaderboard for more. Top three can earn King Kong Bundy. So again, they're keeping the theme where the top three in the notoriety leaderboard are going to get the card in there. As always, everything that you see and what you see emblazoned across the screen, everything is a work in progress and subject to change at any time. So check the in-game newsfeed, blog as it goes. It actually changed a little bit from before in a good way. So things are always subject to change, as you know. So it is the world that we live in. Don't cry about it. It is what it is. The schedule for the weekend. So again, launching tomorrow, standard reset 3 p.m. Eastern time. I go by Eastern time because that is where I live, the East Coast. King Kong Showdown, the general event starts. The premium showdown, and we'll talk a little bit more about that because it's very important, similar to last MLC where people were very confused. I'm not sure why. But the premium showdown is going to be the initial 24 hours, really 23, I guess 23 and a half hours. The regular showdown starts Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, the standard reset there. Please note the regular showdown showcase starts on Saturday. Everyone who got King Kong Bunny Walk Condominium early can benefit from the extra awards in the premium showdown tournament that runs only on Friday, contains no contest points. I believe it's called a tune-up now. Join the club. Those who are looking to invest in the game in a different way, pay to accelerate, or even if you want to choose a month where you want to go a little bit heavier on that side, join the club. It has helped a lot of people get characters while they're chasing other characters as well. So it's a good arbitrage in your chase, especially older characters. Yes, I do call them cards and not posters. No one will change that. Reward highlights this weekend. MLC chases. So King Kong Bunny, the walking condominium, there's 60 shards in the solo milestones, 20 in the SC contest, and 20 in the faction contest. So 100 total there. And then you have another 100 total in the premium. So 200 total, 100 in the regular, and 100 in the premium, 100 in solo milestones, and 50 in the offers. Michelle McCool, no shards regular, 80 in the solo, 20 in the offers. So 100 premium for her, but none in the regular. So the chase for her continues as we move ahead. Collect medallions, or there's another term that I have for them. People know me, know what I call them. Throughout the contest for awesome prize world rewards. The featured one is the 6-star bronze walking condominium. So get 39,000 medallions in the King Kong solo contest. Well, I couldn't get that out. 22,600 from bonus rewards at wwechampions.com. 3,000 more in showdown competition and more during this weekend. The new skill plate. So we have the rainbow variation or the rainbow combination of it. So when you make 6 or more reinforced gems, increase all of your gem damage by 100% for one turn. And then we have the color variant. So this is something that seems like they're going to be doing more of. I'm not necessarily a fan of it, but this is the theme. I understand why. Some people don't want to chase the main one because it might be a little bit more expensive, but you do have the option to chase the individual if you want to put on a certain card or a certain group of cards that makes sense there. When you make 6 or more reinforced gems, increase your gem color by 100% for one turn for that specific color. So somebody like Michelle McCool, for example, you'd be scooping this up, the green one. Somebody like Mami Ria would spams the green again. You'd be grabbing the green for her. So you have some crossover opportunities there. Okay, so some good options there. So again, you do have the rainbow version of it, and then you have the individual one for every single color, just like they did with the blades and the botch man plates. Let's see what else we have. So the shards that are going to be available this week, a lot of people are going to be happy with this option, with hearing this. So it's going to be Steve Austin, the Alliance. We know how hard he was to chase last month. I was lucky enough to get him, but a lot of people are still pretty short on him, or or just close enough to him. So he is going to be available for you. I don't know the exact amount just yet, or what the price point is going to be, but he is going to be available. Last time is now Cena. Great card. Again, yeah, he's going to be available. He was a showdown card, so it makes sense. Dusty Rhodes Hard Times. My goodness, what what a horrible chase it was for me to get him. He's now going to be available on for those that are still chasing him. Andrea Giant, the true giant of wrestling. Big Boss Man, the Corporation, Alexa Bliss, Twisted Bliss, and Dominic Mysterio, Dirty Dom are going to have shards available there as well. In addition to those shard options and the plates that you just saw, Ultimate King Kong Bunny, the Walking Condominium strap with up to 100% gem damage, more straps for up to 100%, 150 gem damage, and 2x affiliation, tier 6 metals, star fragments, tokens, and coins. So, resources there for those who need. Solo contest. Recruit and use King Kong Bunny, the Walking Condominium for extra points and access an exclusive limited time tour this weekend. Earn more solo points in Showdown Tournament notoriety milestones. Max milestone 15 million for the solo contest. So in the event, we saw the breakdown of shards. 80 Michelle McCool shards, 110 King Kong Bundy shards. I think that's off. 110 King Kong Bundy shards. I gotta look at that again. 39,000 King Kong medallions, 1,160 Raquel Rodriguez Judgment Day Evo tokens for those that are chasing those. There are more King Kong medallions on the leaderboard, and the top 10 ranks can earn up to 6-star gold King Kong Bundy, the Walking Condominium. Open Premium Showdown Tournament, aka or as now known as the Tune-Up Tournament. So we had this last month where everyone, literally everyone, had access to the Premium Showdown. I don't know why it was so contentious. I don't know why it was so confusing, other than the fact that they've never done it before, but they are doing it again. This is going to be for everyone up to a specific point, which is supposed to, well, last time it was 1,000 notoriety, so make sure you pay attention to that. That is subject to change. It might be 800, it might be 1,000. There's basically 3 matches if you had the notoriety promos built up. The Premium Showdown is open, all caps, to all caps players. So again, this Premium Showdown is open to all players until the Intercontinental Champion division. Reach and maintain your position in the Undisputed Champion division to earn up to 6,800 King Kong medallions or more medallions by winning showdown battles. So they've made this a lot more lucrative. They've made it open to all up to a point. So, but everyone gets something out of this that they previously weren't getting before. So I again, it's open for everybody. No complaints about it. I was befuddled last month of the confusion around it, but it is open to everybody. Everyone's going to get more than they were getting before in terms of medallions. It wasn't reallocated from what I remember being the math. It was extra from what we were getting previously. And Scott will correct me if he is on chat. He will absolutely correct me, and I welcome him correcting me if I am wrong in that statement. So again, up to it's open to everybody up until the Intercontinental Champion division. So that's either 800 or 1,000 notoriety. Keep track on that. But you get limited energy. I think it was 3 to start last time. So again, people didn't do the right thing, weren't paying attention, and they just did it. They didn't use promos, and they fell short of getting the max amount of medallions. So be smart, play smart, read before you do something, before you jump in. Please note the regular showdown showcase starts on Saturday, as I mentioned before, and contains solo contest points. Use an offense, King Kong Bundy, Walking Condominium, offensive buffs. Here's a Steel Cage boost, or I guess a regular boost. All gem damage up to 50% higher in up to 50% in higher leagues. So that is going to be the boost that you get there. Use King Kong Bundy in your offense and benefit from his offensive buffs. Your defensive buffs, Legends Era, reduce opponents' MP up to 4 in higher leagues. Oh, if Mike is listening, I know who he's going to be using this weekend. I think Ben B is going to be using the same person this weekend on defense. Use King Kong Bunny in your defense and benefit from his defensive buffs. Showdown competition starts Saturday. So again, we have the regular or formerly known premium showdown, which is the first 24 hours or 23 hours and 23 and a half hours. It's now called a tune-up showdown. Everyone has access to that up to a specific point. The showdown competition starts Saturday. That is open to everyone as well, but this is the regular showdown event. Mike, yeah, you don't know what I mean. Get a guaranteed poster of brand new King Kong Bunny, the Walking Condominium, in the top 3 showdown tournament leaderboard. So you're gonna get the card for the weekend. Um, and it's time for his tour, which I think the Sunday tour comes with 10,000 medallions as well. So if you go for that, you have the ability to plug into that tour, and you also have the benefit of doing the victory tour as well, regular victory tour. King Kong medallions in the competition leaderboard max milestone 400,000. So it looks like similar setup that they've had in the past, which has been wildly popular. People have been able to max out relatively easily, have a great quality of life, still chase as they would otherwise, and it's just an enjoyable weekend. At least it has been. So I imagine it'll be similar. Showdown's always one of my favorite weekends because it's one of those play at your pace type of events, more or less, anyway. And I really like that. And I like that for the community at large because people are in different time zones, people have different life stuff. So it's just nice to have that. You can still contribute to your faction, still get all the stuff, still do your solo stuff, but you don't feel like you're in the pressure point to do everything all, immediately, or do something within a very, very small window, or you kind of, you get heat from your faction for it. So again, I'm a big fan of that. The stretch, 6 King Kong Showdown chest, 4.2 million King Kong solo contest points, 3,000 King Kong medallions, and 20 King Kong Bundy, the walking condominium shards. Top 800 leaderboard ranks can earn up to 5,000 King Kong medallions. That's on the side event, not the leaderboard. The Noto, again, the Noto leaderboard gives you the top 3 would get King Kong Bundy. The side event, the nested event, as I call it, you can get up to 5,000 King Kong medallions, and it just trickles down. I mean, basically everybody up to 70,000, up to 700,000 King Kong solo contest points in the showdown tournament leaderboard as well. And here are the perks that we're getting for it. So, use an offense, Legends Air, 100% up to 100% in higher leagues. These are all offensive buffs. Okay. $1 million corporation, all gem damage up to 50%. You'll understand why this is so important as we go and we look at what the CSS is. New Gen Era, Power Gem damage up to 100% in higher leagues. Powerhouse, Yellow Gem damage up to 75% in higher leagues. Again, these are really, really nice buffs. And this is where I like the whole cage element. Whether we keep the cage or not, we call it something else, doesn't matter. Anything that allows you to, that gives you the opportunity to be a little more creative with your lineup, or those that don't have somebody built up or don't have as much depth there, everybody benefits from this. Use any of these eras in your offense and benefit from their offensive buffs. Use in defense and the defensive buffs. Legends era again, 100 HP up to 100% in higher leagues. Reduce opponents' MP up to -4 in higher leagues. New Gen era, reduce opponents' gem defense up to 50% in higher leagues. I imagine the HP plus the reduce MP is going to be a lot more popular, and that's via the Legends era. Let's look at the requirements here. And the tasks. So again, this is the solo contest. So and this looks very very simple actually. Break 1 blue in showdown. Again, this is only your gems counting. Break 1 multi-gem. Deal 1,250 damage with any Hogan. And basically, you can do this with Immortal in one shot. Deal 1,250 damage with any new gen superstar. There's plenty there. You could actually do that if you have Turtle. You can do it with the power gem play. There's a lot of options there. You can do it with Donatello. There's just Raphael. There's so many options. So many options here. Deal 1,250 with any Legends era superstar. So again, you do have crossover with or overlap with Hulk Hogan. Deal 1,250 with any $1 million corporation superstar. Deal 1,350, and again, you have another overlap with Hogan with any Hulk Hogan. So those who do have Immortal gear or no gear, you do have that benefit there. of doing basically three tasks all in one. So great energy saver there. Deal 13,500 damage with any new gen superstar. Deal 1350 with any Legends era bonus. So they're really giving you a lot with just doing Hogan task. Deal 15,000 damage with Viscera, Ministry of Darkness. Great card. Flagship offer last month, $100 for him. Beautiful. Shout out to Scopely for that. Whether you got it or didn't get it, it's just nice to see that for people who do invest in the game, sometimes spending a lot and not coming up with much of anything. So there was guaranteed enjoyment, no disappointment if you spent that $100 on that flagship. We'll see if we see that offer again. Deal 15,000 damage with Bam Bam Bigelow. Deal 15,000 damage with Great Muda, Pearl the Orient. Everyone who knows me knows how painful it is to see him as a task again. It probably won't hurt me in terms of maxing or getting close to it, but man, 5 shards away from getting him, and he just keeps becoming a CSS, torturing me for over a year. Win a showdown battle with King Kong Bunny, the Walking Condominium in Universal Champion Division or higher. So 10,000 points you get for getting him early. In addition to all the other benefits you have for chasing him early, if you are chasing him plus the plates. Bonus points win a showdown battle with any striker. So Bam Bam again, if you do have Bam Bam strikers, you get bonus there while doing this task. Win a showdown battle with King Kong Bunny, Walking Condominium, again, you get bonus there. The faction competition. Earn King Kong Bundy medallions or earn King Kong medallions from tour, solo contest, and showdown competition. Max milestone 12 million. These have been relatively easy to max from the faction standpoint. There's so many different ways if people do what they're supposed to do. So 2 million King Kong solo points, 20 shards of King Kong, and 100 King Kong medallions. So a little skimpy on the stuff, but it does give you the 2 million solo points. So a lot of stuff is baked into the solo contest, so you're not as reliant on it. Earn up to 6,500 King Kong medallions on the leaderboard, faction leaderboard. So the first 24 hours, you get a double benefit on medallions. So there's 10 points for it. Well, 20 points for a medallion that you get or collect. Instead of the 10, that'll be after the 24-hour window. The faction tasks look very, very simple. Break one black gem in Showdown, only your gems count. Break one trap gem in Showdown, only your gems count. And unless they change it, I mean, you can basically just do this with Hall of Fame Brutus, get the tag link, and just go nuts, help your faction, get all the stuff, get your points, and still climb up. But you're doing all that in one, basically one shot. So you're really just doing a great job spamming everything. Break one multiply gem. Again, King Kong Bunny does that as well if you have him. So you can obviously do that. There's a lot of characters that where you can just spam the multi. Spend one health pack, 100,000. Surprise this this lasted all the evolutions of the game. This one, spend one health pack, 100,000 points for the faction has remained. Limited time tours. Play tours and earn contest points and recruit King Kong Bunny for massive extra medallions and shards. 1,000 King Kong medallions plus 10,000 the 555 tour. 3,853,000 King Kong solo contest points, 37,000 King Kong faction competition points. That's on the tour. So let's see what our CSS is for the weekend. Once this pops up, there we go. Friday early recruitment. There's a King Kong Bunny tour for the early birds. Then what else are we getting on Friday? The King Kong Legends era. So we have Jesse the Body Ventura, Captain Lou, uh, Andre the Giant, the True Giant, the Wrestling, and Great Muda. So I guess I'll be using Andre the Giant. The Great Muda, Pearl of the Orient. So that's your Friday tour for the Legend side. The Challenge tour on Friday, Tatanka, War Eagle, King Kong Bundy, any Bam Bam Bigelow. That's on normal. Hard mode, you're getting any Acrobat, any Striker, and Hell mode, any Striker, any Powerhouse. Okay, so the WrestleMania 2 main event. So the Hell mode, or Hell nodes, you're going to see a requirement for Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hogan, the Immortal Hogan, and Hall of Fame Hogan. I imagine everyone has at least has Hollywood Hogan. He's been basically made available through so many means and dropped in a lot in loot, and including briefcases, if I'm not mistaken. But everyone should be able to do that. That it's just saying that it's just Hell mode. So I guess normal and hard and normal are just going to be open. The Saturday tasks, the Saturday tours. Ladder Queens, Io Sky, Damage Control, Tiffany Stratton, Tiffy Time, Naomi, Return of the Glow, another one that continues to elude me, but plenty of options there for both on the FTP side and the regular side, the premium side. The other Saturday tour, Big Mommy Cool, Any Trickster, Raquel Rodriguez, The Judgment Day. Those are the only two tours that we're getting on Saturday, and then Sunday we're getting King Kong Strikers, Bam Bam Bigelow, Andre the Giant, Omos, and Final Boss The Rock. Omos finally getting used. Omos, well, he was used during the week, so now he's getting used again for the weekend. Twice in 1 week is huge. Sunday, what else are we getting? So we're getting Sunday night SmackDown, Alexa Bliss, Twisted Bliss, Nia Jax, Queen of the Ring, Piper Niven, Scottish Powerhouse. I put out some gameplay on her, actually part two, which is a move damage free to play build on my on our YouTube channel earlier today. Go check that out. And the other CCs have put their revamp videos out on her as well. Really, really good now. Much better than she was for sure. Both the yellow builds and the red green red builds are really strong now for what she was anyway. Is she going to be your main powerhouse? Probably not, but she's definitely a lot more serviceable than she was. And plus the if you did get the gear either in armory or you in the armory event, armory loot, or you will get it, the 4MP is always a welcome addition to any character. The last Sunday tour, 555, King Kong Bunny, the walking condominium. It's required 6 stars. So if you're getting them, take them up to 6 star, do the tour. And it looks like 10,000 medallions will be available there. In addition, get an extra chance at a 5 star gold King Kong Bunny, the walking condominium in our forum giveaway. So provide coherent, constructive, actionable, scalable, insightful feedback on the forum, and you will win. I know Bill's Mafia on our side actually won the Alliance Austin last month. Provided some wonderful feedback. He won that one. I'm not sure who else got, but when you put in the work and put some thought into it, you're not berating the company. Some good stuff will happen. So provide some good feedback in there. Join the Champions community on our official forum and give us your constructive feedback. And again, I put in the Discord. It should still actually be pinned on the chat, but the official Discord server is over 2,000 people that have joined in less than I guess basically a week now officially. So and the server survived. Imagine. Join that server. You have direct access to everyone has direct access to mods. You have direct access to some Scopely folks as well. There will be an AMA, an Ask Me Anything with direct Scopely folks coming up. So join that, and I hope to see you in there. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in, and that concludes the initial read of the King Kong Showdown vlog.